Alrighty, good evening everybody, how are we all doing tonight? I'm just going to make a quick edit actually. I've noticed that we're getting a slight bit of black cropping right at the bottom, so if I just do that, it should hopefully fix that. And I'll jigger it a bit more later if needs be. Alright, so this is a just straight up direct sequel to Koudelka. It won't seem like it is for quite a long time. There is elements from Koudelka in this, but it'll be a while before they show up. There's a lot of you'll see. Oh dear, it's looping already. There's a lot of similar theming, which we'll come across. I've already okay. That just starts you straight away. Alrighty, away we go.
It's already past 2300, and it's still a long way to Fengtian.
Major Tsuji, what is this about? Why the special train in the middle of the night to escort this girl to Japan? She looks pretty ordinary to me.
Hell if I know. There's no telling what the big shots in Tokyo are thinking. Next time I see you-know-who, I'll ask her, okay?
What's going on? Shoot! Die!
It's you.
Yes, Roger Bacon. I'm honored that you remember me so well. You can't escape. Come along quietly, sister. Ah, a new actor in our play. I was fond of him.
Unfortunately, that's about all the voice acting we're gonna get. This isn't like Koudelka where we get a crap ton of voice acting. There is very, very little of it. What little there is quite good. Especially considering the era. This is 2001. So this is still bloody old. This is... I don't know if I said it already, but this was one of the first PS2 games I owned. This and Resident Evil Code Veronica. The first, the two games I got with my PS2. This sort of holds a special place for me. Also, goddamn, this looks nice through the component cables. Holy shit. This is really nice. Oof. This is gonna... Getting used to the judgment ring on the input lag from my capture card is gonna be a bit tricky. I'll get the timing down eventually. Not that it matters for these fights. If you hit a nice on the first one, they're just one shot. Now, those of you that have been watching the stream for a while will know I'm not particularly good with timing things. So it might seem a bit odd that this is one of my favorite JRPGs when the core mechanic of the game is the Judgment Ring, which is all about timing. But, I never said I was consistent. Little weird that they got Arngrim's voice actor to do the Chinese guard captain. The game is a turn-based JRPG, but your attacks are inputted via the Judgment Ring. I'll explain it in a second once we get into another fight. I actually really like at least Superstar Saga, the original Superstar Saga. I'm really fond of, but I also struggle with terribly because of the timing nature of it. Right, so we'll show off the fusion mechanic now. This is cool. This is sort of Yuri's unique mechanic, is he can fuse with demonic souls and become the monster. Right, so the way the Judgment Ring works in this is, like, it works like a normal... The game works like a normal JRPG with your turn-based combat. But when you go to input an attack, use an ability, even use an item, brings up the Judgment Ring, which has the green thingy that moves around, and you need to hit the green thingy at the right time on the ring to make your attacks happen. You'll notice each ring has a red area, which is the sort of strike zone. You hit the strike zone, you do additional damage. Oh boy, my capture card is having some difficulty with the black levels. Yeah, I looked into the remake of Superstar Saga and it looks fucking awful, unfortunately. I was actually going to stream the remake of Superstar Saga because I've been wanting to stream Superstar Saga for ages. He's gonna, yes, fucking Sephiroth tree, however you pronounce that. Tree of Life, is basically. Yeah, so unfortunately, unlike Koudelka, which has a lot of fun voice acting, this has just all standard JRPG text dump. However, the trade-off is, whereas Koudelka was like 8 hours, this game's more like 30 hours. So we lose out in voice acting, but gain a shit ton more video game. And you cannot win that fight, Kuro. It's a forced loss. That's why I was using it to explain the mechanics. Because it didn't matter if I fucked up there. It's 3 turns and you're gone. That's how you save the lady. Punch a guy's fucking eye out. I told you, Kuro, this game has an amazing soundtrack. That image I was actually thinking of using as the splash image for the game, but I went with the sort of more generic one. I do have space on this memory card. Good, right, okay. I couldn't remember. I know I cleaned out one of my memory cards recently, but I couldn't remember which one. Thankfully, it seems I cleaned out the stream memory card. Which I need to make sure not to overfill, because we need like 3 megs of free space to do the other .hack games, as each .hack save is about a meg big. So as you'll notice from the map, we're currently sort of up China way. This is set much like Koudelka on Earth, but with slight variants. Things like magic and demons exist, for example. This is actually a really cool time period setting as well. It's 1913, so just before the outbreak of World War I. This is 2001. We should. It's. Unfortunately, this has a good translate. Well, I suppose fortunately, this has a good translation. But that was a "Don't come" line. But I think yeah, by the time we got to 2000s, we were translating "Don't come" properly instead of as "Don't come." Actually, I've just noticed. I'm going to do a quick, minor fiddle. Where are we? Set region. Is that ever so slightly up? And there we go. Gets rid of the black line on the bottom. Obviously, we're going to have the black lines on the side. This is a 4x3 game. Fucking deal with it if you don't like it. This is how the game's supposed to be viewed. I was just cutting off the bar on the bottom, which was not needed to be there. I just mucked up my clipping. It is a nice touch that whenever that mysterious voice kicks in, it does have very light voice acting. I can't remember if there's anything hidden up around here. I don't think so. Just some really nice pre-rendered backgrounds. Is Hot Scramble not the OP King shit anymore in Gundam Versus? Did they nerf it? Oh, damn it, Yuri. Keep it in your pants. We don't even know that you're called Yuri yet. You're still just Rude Hero. I suppose you're at least acting out your name correctly. You're not helping your case here, buddy. You're just like, oh, if I don't do what the voices in my head tell me, I get a real bad headache. Does not make for a good first impression. Mind you, man turns into demons, so I suppose you can probably forgive a fair bit. Yeah, we're just sticking with the default names. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, sure he saved her, but if you get saved from the demons by the demons, it's maybe your situation hasn't improved. In this case, it has, but it doesn't leave a good impression. You punch a man's eye out and then start talking about the voices in your head. Definitely gonna leave someone a bit wary about your intentions. Or possibly just about you entirely. And here we get Alice's name. What's the... oh, that's right, this is a... Can I muck with the configuration, actually? Not in a way that I'd like. I'd need run and cancel to be on the same button for it to make sense. We'll just stay with what it is then. Past, please. Whereas Yuri is our beatstick, Alice is our caster. Her beatstick potential is much worse than Yuri's. She hits things with a book. Also, yeah, you'll note now that we've got a second person, you can see everybody's judgment ring is different. So even if you get good at the timing on one person's judgment ring, that doesn't necessarily transfer over to another person's judgment ring. In fact, there's a good chance, well, if you're me, there's a good chance you'll end up getting confused and then doing the wrong people's judgment rings. Actually, I think this is the right way. This is not where we want to be right now. Oh wait, no, this might be where we want to be. Give him the old protagonist ... I can't remember if we can lower the water here, or if we can just run across here. We might need to... Yeah, I think we need to muck with the sluice gates before we can get over already. Not to worry. Let's press some buttons. See what happens. And now instead of just... Actually, something I will point out, a really nice piece of detail. We'll get into plot-wise, but you'll notice transforming into the monsters does not appear to be a pleasant experience for Yuri. Rather understandably. Also, the keen-eyed viewers will have noticed there is an SP meter, which goes down by 1 every turn, or in the case of Yuri, he can expend a huge chunk of SP to turn into one of his fusions. That will come into play later. For the moment, we're strong enough that we're going to clear these fights quick enough without running out of SP. I can't remember if status effects carry over outside of combat in this game. It does not appear that they do. Good. Okay, so when you run out of SP, it doesn't mean that you can't attack. But it means when you... I formulated that sentence poorly. Let me try again. When you run out of SP, your character goes berserk. SP in this case stands for sanity points. So when your character runs out of sanity, they just go berserk, and you cannot control them any longer. I believe the knockback ability that those dogs do does have the chance to actually put your character in the back row, which is very annoying. Because then you've got to, well, either attack for reduced damage or waste a turn shifting to the front row. The SP I quite like because it ties well in with the theme. I don't know if theme's the right word. Possibly. The theme of the game. Like, it's a... As I said, it's a sequel to Koudelka, so it keeps some of the sort of dark, gothic horror theme, and the sanity points is one way of representing that you're, you know, constantly exposed to nasty things that would eat away at the mental state of any normal person. In Yuri's case, he's got shitloads of sanity. It just costs him a whole bunch of it to turn into the demons, which, again, makes quite a lot of sense. And this is, yeah, we've got lots of different Judgment Ring types that'll come up for the different mini-games during the game. This one, you gotta mash. But you gotta mash not too hard, because it needs to start swinging back, and then you need to sort of time it so that it stops at the right spot. Lots of timing in this. Again, as I said, normally timing's not my thing, yet this is one of my all-time favorite JRPGs. So, there you go. Oh, I think we're about to get plot. Surprise plot attack. I'm not going to say this is important in front of every plot segment, because every plot segment is important, and it'd just be redundant. Just pay attention. Speaking of paying attention, you're paying attention right at the start of the game. Alice is the one that it was referring to, where there was a priest brutally murdered and his daughter is missing. I was about to say Foxface's true name. I should not do that. We don't learn that for a long time. Oh, well, okay. It just does tell you straight up that it's his dad. And now we're fighting Spooky Ghost Dad, who's apparently the manifestation of the souls crying out from inside our heart. Or the manifestation of the souls of all the monsters we've killed. Actually, not that late. Dalvin, we've only been going for about 30 minutes or so. Much like Koudelka, this game is fond of unwinnable boss battles. Much like Koudelka, this game has a fucking retardedly hard boss battle that if you win, changes things. Though that we'll get to much, much later. I don't mind forced loss fights, so long as you know that it's a forced loss fight. There's a couple of games that are sort of annoying about them, where you expend a bunch of resources and it's like, well, I couldn't win anyway, I just wasted a bunch of really powerful shit. See ya, Galaxy! And much like Koudelka, this game has a fantastic cast of characters. And now we can explore the spooky graveyard. God damn it, Yuri. You're not allowed that much fucking... I was gonna say narrative causality, that's not right, but... You're cheating, you have too much... narrative knowledge. The Shadow Hearts emulate? Well, I'm not sure, sorry, Torbrex. I'm playing this just straight on a PS2. I would assume at least this one would, because it's not very complicated. This is a really early PS2 game. Isn't that a buff? Oh, it's a... yeah. That one's definitely a buff. If you're good with the frickin' Judgment Wheel, you can two-turn that guy with a Death Emperor, but I am not good with the Judgment Wheel. There we go. We got the Tigger. I believe, yeah, Raging Tiger actually has higher strength. Yeah, Death Emperor has better magic. Oh, okay. I actually completely forgot these had, like, descriptions. This is cool. I might read these out, so... I'll read them out as we get them, I guess. Death Emperor. Lesser spirit of darkness formed from the hate-filled soul of a raging demon. He is said to appear as a demon shrouded in black mist. And... okay, we can rotate very slowly. Raging Tiger. Tiger-like lesser earth spirit. Incarnation of Harmonix's furious soul. It wields the power of earth, and its roar can shake the valleys. We got a whole bunch more souls that we're going to pick up before the game's over. Locked gate in your own mind? That's a bit worrying. And this is sort of, in a very flowery way, in a very fluffy way, introducing us to a game mechanic. Which is always the best way to go about introducing people to a game mechanic, and I'm not being sarcastic there, I'm being legitimate. I like game mechanics integrated into the story, not just mechanics for the sake of mechanics. We'll be seeing a fair bit of Raging Tiger early on, as he has the highest strength. Which is good when you're just mashing down basic chumps. So, as they say, actually, do I have a way to bring it up here? Maybe not. I thought I did. The more monsters we kill, the more malice of dead monsters that we accumulate, and we need to then come here and clean out the malice before it builds up and manifests in the form of Foxface. The dead souls of our enemies will also serve another purpose, but we haven't got to that yet. The souls of our dead enemies, I should say, not the dead souls, since the souls are still very much active. That's kind of the problem. It doesn't keep you from grinding too much. You just got to go into the like nightmare dream in his mind and clear out the malice if it starts to build up too much, which in itself is quite useful, because if you let it build up a bit, you can get good items from the different malice incarnations. I really like the portraits, the way they're done with the hand-drawn style. Ah, there we go. Now we've got the Malice gem. So that'll change color, make its way towards red as the Malice builds up higher and higher. Leather belt. 4 strength, 4 stam leather belt. Oh, there's an old joke. It is actually a strength belt though, but 2 strength. Or actually not even strength, sorry. It's just purely physical attack up. There is a difference. There is a distinction, and there's a reason I make the distinction. More strength does increase your physical attack, but certain items affect your strength, certain items just affect your physical attack. Thankfully, even Alice can squash bats. I believe it should introduce us to the soul mechanic now. There we go. Soul energy. Every beast we kill is one of 6 soul elements. You need to stack them up. For those of you paying attention, you will have noticed the Dark and Earth souls already had a star on them, which is how we have Death Emperor and Raging Tiger. So from there you can sort of... Here's a way down here. You can sort of infer... Oh, okay, it's not down, it's up. There we go. Additional leather belt. Nice. Actually, can I just, like... Can I get, belts and zippers on Yuri? No, okay, I can't equip multiple leather belts. Trying to get, all Nomura on him. Just drape leather belts all over him. But yeah, we collect up the different elemental souls, and then that gives us access to the different fusions. Also, the, like, in-combat voice acting is really weird, because a lot of it is just the straight Japanese sounds, and you'll see in some cases where they just use Japanese words straight up, but in some cases they have dubbed them. It's really weird. I think it's a ways away yet. When we meet Margaret, I believe that's where it's most obvious. The next character we meet, it's not so obvious because he speaks Chinese. So it makes sense that he doesn't speak English. Or doesn't English voice lines. That always gets concerning when other people start hearing the voices in your head. I'm gonna try to avoid grinding, but I recall having money issues every time I've played through this game. So we may end up having to grind for cash. Holy mother bust. As in... It's just ahead of the Holy Mother already. Fair enough. Ah, yeah, much like Koudelka, by the way, this has, like, pictures and descriptions for all the items as well, which is cool. I believe all your weapons as well. Yep. Bandana made by the hands of 100 virgins. That seems a costly process. That's a lot of purity seals. Not suspicious at all. Zhaoyang village. Okay. I'm not good with Chinese pronunciation. Yeah, okay. This is a village of communists. Cow breast mother. What the hell? This is a happy, wholesome place. Nothing going on here, no sir. Why would you possibly think that? Go. Access to a shop. Not that there's much of use for us here yet. Bandana for Yuri would be nice, actually. Now, I believe... Oh, okay, we don't have access to the... There is a mini-game that will become available with the shops later. Can we get down the back here yet, or is this not till later? They're just casually talking about, oh, we're just hanging out in a village of cannibals, doesn't matter. Nothing to worry about here. I love how casual everyone is about this. Just, you're gonna get eaten. Just a fact. Nothing odd, just, you're gonna get eaten. And now we see they are in fact demon kitties. Unfortunately for demon kitties, I am a demon tiger. Got lucky with the crit there. I like that the floor makes a slight squelchy noise. That's a nice touch. Also mildly disturbing. As is fairly standard for both survival games and JRPGs, rub self against all-terrain tapping X. Must acquire all items. I don't think he changes his... Yeah, no, he doesn't change his stock even once everything goes whack. Oh, we can't inspect the well anymore? That's a shame. I suppose the well was mostly designed as a hint as to what's coming up anyway. I say this every time I play a game with pre-rendered backgrounds, but God, I miss pre-rendered backgrounds. That's a half-body, half-snail shell. Did, like, chat die, or are people just not talking? I always get a bit worried when chat just sort of stops for quite some time. Hey, everybody's lurking, that's fine. Oh, that's cool. That's fine. I was just worried. Oh, pay attention to the game. I was worried that the YouTube chat service had fell over. No, there's no need to. Sorry. I just don't have any way to test that the chat hasn't died. Well, obviously without, you know, saying, "Are you still there?" Which makes me seem a bit daft. Right. Okay, so how much does Cure heal for? Okay, quite a chunk. Oops, was that? Powerless, yeah, okay, powerless, yeah, prevents the door from opening. Not unsurprising. There is a boss somewhere generating a mystic force keeping the door closed. This is, in fact, a sequel to Koudelka. When you think of this as, well, as it is, which is the Koudelka sequel, you sort of start to see where they've not borrowed, but you see that it's the same development team. You can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, I can see where they've used similar ideas from Koudelka in this game. Unfortunately, we don't have any AoE anything yet, so these trash packs are just sort of annoying. They just sort of bog us down. Ah, nice, okay, so we get a good roll with Alice. She can one-shot one of the snail people. God damn it, it's got like 1 health left because I missed that last swing. The timing issues will get a lot worse later, Wiki, once I start using some advanced equipment that messes with things, and once enemies start using debuffs that affect the Judgment Ring. For now, it's not too bad. Also, when we encounter some of the characters with a bit more wonky Judgment Rings. There we go. Got the first stage of Malice up there. It's gone green. We'll let it build up for a bit so that we can get the bigger Malice clear out, which, as I said, pays out better items. It's a risk-reward dealie on that. I probably don't need to fuse for these guys. I'm probably strong enough to wipe them with just Yuri, so I might just do that rather than waste the time for the fusion animation. That's a scaly dog. Oh, it should be dead anyway, doesn't matter. Really? Oh, it's an actual scaly dog. It's a water dog. fair enough then. It checks out. Yep, it was a water doggy. Cool. Yamaraja is important. Well, to an extent. Yuri has a lot of, it's the comic sense would be the Deadpool equivalent. I can't remember what the Discworld equivalent is. Narrative, knowledge. He understands that you need to break the critical pillar to cause the evil fortress to fall down. Now we're gonna play find and seek? Hide and seek. I legitimately don't remember where she is. It has been quite a few years since I last played this game. So there's gonna be a lot of moments of, I don't remember exactly what to do. Oof. Like a bad guy that can have a bit of fun. That, by the way, sort of shows you the difference between Flat Yuri and Tiger Form Yuri. Tiger Form Yuri Perfect does 25 damage, Flat Yuri Perfect does 20 damage on his first strike. I haven't actually paid attention to how much damage the full combo does all up. Unfortunately, Alice's MP starts out a bit crap. Now that she's got some levels under her, her max MP is much better, but it doesn't refill for free like it did in Koudelka. Alright, I think we're allowed to progress now. And we meet some friends. Reverse seal of Tian Feng. Dehuai? I assume that's... I've never thought about the, Chinese pronunciation, because I'd never learnt, Chinese pronunciation before. Also, Quack Oracle. Yeah, this is another one in my series of happy games for happy people, huh? I play lots of those. Interesting. Was that a... Did they handle a Chinese-Japanese localization joke there quite well? It wasn't really a joke, but... I think I mentioned before, but I'm really fond of the hand-drawn portraits that look like they're on a bit of paper. True ruler of the nine heavens, the absolute sage. Zoo's hen. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Zoo's hen? Yeah, that's about right. This guy is actually very useful. And now, we have the old man. Now, we'll make use of this guy. Alright, now we can jigger with our weapons. Now, you'll see the sort of trade-off here by, like, if I was to boost the attack power, we lose a whole bunch of hitbox. You can then offset that by re-upgrading the hit area. So if you go, like, full attack power, full hit area, you get the attack bonus and don't lose your hit area. But obviously that costs a bunch more cash. Now we'll just do some basic upgrades. You'll notice, this isn't the only case, we'll get more ladies later, but you'll notice, whereas the men end up going berserk, the ladies are perfectly fine. Again, it's the small things and the nice touches. As usual, saving spastically. Ah, we'll get to see the old man do his thing. Now, the old man is actually useful. Oh, well, the old man will be useful. Oh my goodness, I just... Okay, that's what's happening now. I guess I get to show off why he's useful. He has this. We now have AoE. Monocle's not an eye patch, but it's good enough to count for me. I'm quite fond of the old man. Alrighty, now we need to go flush some souls, I think. The miss! Oh, well, apparently Apparently everybody's missing today. I don't know what the drop rate or drop chance on items are, but I believe, yeah, you fight the higher stuff, you get chance at rare drops. Oh, okay, no, there we go. Seal of the Soul. Holy shit! Fucking A, mate! Really? Nice! It's an SP booster, as in, like, raw stat booster. In this case, for SP, but... damn. Like I said, you get some good items from them. Hey, Jekka. How's it going? Graphics really are quite nice. Yes, I like the graphics a lot. It's got a great style to it. It looks very good. I'm actually really pleased with how it looks, because I've got it outputting via component cables from the PS2, so it looks really clean. I'm actually very pleased. We're gonna smoke us some cat lady. Hey, you changed places. Oh, I should probably buy some accessories for the old man. No worries, Wiki, take it easy. In this case, we can just hit strongest and we'll be good, yeah. Right, he's basically the hint. Not that I needed it, I knew where I needed to go for this one, but I couldn't remember why he moved. Not sure why that was a Judgment Ring pickup. Oi! That should kill anyway. The old man's attack ring is very different. This is sort of what I was saying earlier. Like, Yuri and Alice's rings are fairly... like, the spread on them is fairly even between the different strike zones, whereas the old man's is very odd. At least for me, it's the kind of thing that would throw me off. Kind of thing that will throw me off. You'll see me miss. I like the Judgment Rings. I can see them being frustrating for people. But that, like, we've established before that I am not great at timing, yet I still enjoy the Judgment Ring system for the game, so... There's one particular challenge that will fuck me up. I don't know if we'll clear that particular challenge, just to get Yuri's ultimate weapon right at the end of the game. Requires a very fiddly string of rings. You gotta do, like, 10 perfect ring inputs, I think. Did I have Cuphead dreams? No! Because I streamed for 8.5 hours, I was exhausted and just went straight to sleep and passed completely the fuck out. Unfortunately, Cuphead dreams would have been great. I would have loved to have dreamed in 1930s animation. That's some nice... I would have gone with a stack of Squirming Skulls to go for maximum alliteration there, but Squirming Skulls is a good... I like that, that's a good one. Just as descriptive text. I don't remember where the torches are. Can I get some alt-right chaps? They carry torches, don't they? Lend me a tiki torch. Did that the wrong way around. I'd admit, Water Doggo is a bit of an odd one. I'm used to, like, Fire Doggo. Not so much Water Doggo. That's a bit different. Not a bad thing by any means, just different. Unfortunately, Holy Edge, what Alice just learnt, is not as exciting as it sounds. It just... Oh! There's something. There we are. Torch get. Holy Edge just gives the holy element attack to your physical attacks for a while. Which is useful, but it's not like some sort of holy blade attack, unfortunately. Ugh. I know he's just making sort of grunts with his attack. The final swing always sounds like he, to me like he was saying, "You asshole!" and then smack him in the head. That's a big kitty. Thankfully, I am also a big kitty. Actually, I think that might be a mistake. I think these things are light aligned, aren't they? I'm not sure if flame dance or just attacking would be stronger. Alright, that's not too scary, thankfully. I'm missing the big swing on the important one. Ugh. Okay, nice. A crit on an attack that does no damage. Yeah, definitely want to stick with the Ogre Flame Dance. He ain't bopping for shit. Maybe I should stick him in the front row, then he might do at least some damage worthwhile. Too trigger happy. Too trigger happy. Always nice when you can heal for more health than you've got. You say a human. You're defeated by a human, a demon man, and one of the, like, high-tier exorcists. It's not exactly... like, losing to that isn't unexpected? Actually, I want to pick up one fight if we're lucky. I don't know if this will do it. I don't know what element the green fire... I'm going to assume a wind. Damn. I'm looking for the... Wait, no, wind. Wind would be right. If they're wind, then we're good. If they're earth, then we're not. Oi. Oh, killed it anyway, we're fine. Nice. That's what I was looking for. This is the first one that we don't get for free. Note that the gravestone is now lit up and shining, because we have collected enough souls. Oh, actually, wait a minute. How am I health-wise? Yeah... It's a harp, of course. Fortunately, I don't think it uses Harpy Talon. Oh, wow. Flubbed the 2 strong attacks, god damn it. Good thing I healed up. Alright, I said I'd read the fluff text for each of the spirits as we got them, that's right. Tornado. Lesser spirit formed by Harmonix's unbound spirit and a thunderbird. Wields the power of the winds. Oops. There we go. Hey, Lean Mean, how's it going? Oops. Alrighty, boss fight time. Which game has my favorite boss fights? Oh, that is a hard question to answer. Possibly Metal Gear Rising? Or Metal Gear Solid 4? I don't remember how the element table works in this game. Actually, I've owned this game for many years. I will open up the case and pull out the instruction manual and have a look. Well, that doesn't help. The manual doesn't have anything about the elements and how they work. Got a character spread, which is always nice. Yuri's 24 years old and Alice is 20 years old. That's actually a reasonable age for characters. This isn't your standard JRPG. And Suzanne is 60. Old man. Let's check the other little thingy. No, this is just a straight up walkthrough, isn't it? It doesn't really tell you anything of use. Well, I suppose I could, like, read the actual walkthrough, but that's not what I was after. I was just after a spread of what the elements do. Well, doesn't matter. 53.5 out of 80, a good mark? I wouldn't say it's a good mark, but it's reasonable. Well, I suppose it depends on how difficult the content was that you were attempting. It's more than a pass, therefore it's acceptable. But I'm the worst person to be giving out advice regards schooling. I wonder if Holy Edge will work on this guy, since he's a big nasty demon thing. Well, it also depends on what sort of level of education you're talking about. And how the country you're in handles grades. Oh, nuts. Yeah, okay, now we've got half-size rings. This makes things fiddly. Ow! Yeah, okay, for high school that's probably not such a good mark. I mean, at the end of the day, it is still a pass. Oh, I didn't need to go for a perfect there. Just a basic heal will do lots. Yeah, 160. A little bit more than we needed. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. I mean, I suppose, yeah, that's what matters. Like, how did you do in comparison to others? If you've, like, if the whole class did poorly and you scored one of the higher marks, then I'd say you've done well. But again, I'm not sure how the grading system works over there. I have enough trouble keeping up with Australia's different standards, let alone everywhere else. Okay, I know what the seal is. I don't... What is a votive specifically? Object offered in fulfillment of a vow. Okay. Such as a candle used as a vigil light. Right, okay, so yeah. The meaning is understood even if the word is not directly. This is one of my all-time favorite JRPGs, Awesomeness. I really like this game. Parasite Eve is fantastic. At least the first one. I played any of the others, but the first Parasite Eve I'm a big fan of. Love that game. Do I remember any teacher who was strict at correction of exam papers? Yeah, there was, depends on the class, but yeah, you got some teachers that would be very strict on such matters, and other teachers that would just sort of be like, whatever. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice our old pal Roger Bacon is significantly different from when we last saw him in Koudelka. I've never heard of Hybrid Heaven. Mind you, this is, I think 14 years after the events of Koudelka? 14 years, I think? No, 15 years. Demon Eyes. Does Samurai Deeper kill? Most original game I've seen in every aspect. I don't know, I'd have to think on that one. It also depends on how you determine what you mean. And after that big, epic plot dump, the nice music just turns back on. I don't remember what the shell bracelet does. Renders poison ineffectual. Well, that's nice. I am well, I don't know if exceedingly, but I am very secretive about my actual details. As I seriously recommend anyone online to be. Always be very careful with your personal information. I know things are different on the internet these days with the Facebooks and the everything, but I grew up on the old internet where you did not tell anyone anything ever, and that's how I remain. Ah, okay, there we go. This is the mechanic I was alluding to earlier. We can't do anything with him now, but that guild card will be useful. Can we actually see what it does right now? Valuables. There we are. Card for the Wholesale Item Guild. Gives various benefits. But if you lose on discount 5 times in a row with insufficient funds, it becomes inactive. Oh, okay, I didn't even know that. There you go. Will I ever do a face reveal? Probably not. That's not my style. The most you'll likely ever see would be my hands when I do a Gunpla stream. Vern for sentient floating hands. Exactly, there is nothing else. I am just a pair of hands that plays video games. Well, I assume Yuri would have a fairly big personality shift between the events of Shadow Hearts 1 and 2, given what takes place in this game. Right now, he's sort of happy-go-lucky, hot-headed hero. We've got the events of an entire JRPG to go through. Not ominous at all there, friend. Also, I can't really comment that much on 2. You're much more knowledgeable about 2 than I am. I actually remember very, very little about 2 at all. That's not a power you'd want to give me, man. Don't put me in charge of the world. I'd be mad, crazy, evil dictator, man. What's that speech that, I've just blanked on everything I was gonna say. Fantastic. Good job, brain. The speech Gandalf gives when Frodo tries to give him the ring. You know, something like, you have to understand. At first, I would only use its power for good. But it's the kind of power that corrupts. That sort of thing. This isn't the only game I'm playing right now that has strong female Japanese detective. I'm actually really not, well read up on, like, 1910s Japan? Or China, for that matter. I wouldn't really describe Yuri as wiry, more built. I can't really help you with study advice, man. The method of study I ended up coming up with helped me get through uni, but it's not really a good method for normal study. Not at all in any way would I recommend the method of study I use. That's cold. Did I misread that sentence there? Jesus fuck. Ah, there we go. We're introduced to our villainous duo. Wasn't there something to do with a Demon's Gate invocation in the Nemington Monastery? Isn't that what summoned the gargoyle? I sort of wish this did have voice acting so that I could know how to pronounce some of these Chinese words. Beach Beach Splash adds VR? What? No way. How would you even? It's a third-person shooter. For the dressing room, okay. If that is the case, fair enough then. And I would say that does not surprise me. That would be more of a as expected. That's interesting. I hadn't really put it together before, but the events that they're referring to occurred at the same time as the events in the Nemington Monastery. Well, probably not at the exact same time, since the Nemington Monastery events took place over like 24 hours. But it occurred in the same year. See you, Lane. Take it easy. Just letting the girls sleep on a park bench? What was that all about? Life is deception, a small bell you. Beat the Russians. I need to look up, like, what happened during the early 1900s with Japan and China. Ah, now, these are important. You've got to talk to everyone because you don't know which NPCs are going to be the lottery guys, and if you don't have a ticket, they won't say that they're a lottery guy. We need to look at what rewards they have. Because some of the lotteries aren't worth rolling on. Jade Lariat, V Tortoise Fang, Talisman of Mercy, and Pure Seeds Tissue Rack. Can we back out? Because I don't want any of these. I guess not. Alright, well, I don't know how to check what they have without spinning the wheel. Jade Lariat's a bit of a cheaty item. Not a bad one to have, mind you. Actually, probably gonna throw me off to use it on Yuri. Here we go, we got a pedometer. So now our steps add up and we can get prizes. Yeah, a pedometer. But if you break up the pronunciation of it, you say it pedometer. It's a bad joke. Sorry. Huh. Well, now that's interesting. Nothing secretive. Aha! As I was about to say, nothing secretive hidden around the back here, and yes, indeed there was. It felt like the kind of place, the perfect place to hide a hidden item. And indeed, there was a hidden item there. Speaking of hidden items, I see you back there, treasure chest. Didn't mean to go back here. That was a mistake. I can't remember if we can actually check the pedometer at this point. Or if it's just, it's not even, maybe it's not even an equipment. Maybe it's just a... Oh, we got to equip the pedometer. Okay. Why does old Private Ogawa there have a name? And Private Takeuchi? Both of them have names. Huh. Rather than just random private. Aha! Blonde and boobs. She is clearly foreign. No worries, Huff. Ah, it's our old friend. Don't need any acupuncture right now, I think. We can actually buy stuff. So this sort of turns shopping into a mini-game as well. How much cash do we got? 4, 8. Okay, we got enough to buy one of everything. We'll try to roll for the discount though, obviously. We want to try to save as much cash as we possibly can. None of the accessories that they've got here are super important. They're just all the different basic stat resisting accessories. Which are nice to have in specific situations, but not too much of a worry that we don't have them right now. Also, wow, that is a significant increase in stats. Mind you, I suppose makes sense if we're going from fucking just straight up leather gloves to goddamn bladed knuckles. Now, we can go in the opposite direction. We can sell stuff and get a price increase on selling it. I don't think there's any reason to hold on to your old equipment in this game. I think we can just sack everything as soon as it's no longer relevant. Can afford some basic upgrades, that'd be nice. I've already got the 20% increase on him, so that should offset the shrink from the upgrade without the ring size upgrade. There's anything else we can do here? And we got bombed. Oh shit, Whitey, get him! I suppose, like, at least Alice and Margaret would really stand the fuck out in Asia land. Interesting. I was about to say, I felt like there's a lottery ticket here somewhere. And apparently there was indeed a lottery ticket. Wait, we can go back in the building? Aren't these people going to shit their pants and run away? Ah, okay. Okay, no, yeah, don't care if you're a fugitive, you've got the money, you're welcome to buy. Fair enough. That's one good way to approach it. I didn't even realize you could come back in here. Okay, you're just... Ah! No, shush! I'm good and done with the tutorial, thank you. How do I get you, treasure box? I want you in my inventory. Oh, okay, there isn't actually a gap there. I just need to come back around from the other way. Fair enough. That's actually not too bad. Wait a minute. My capture card does not handle blacks well. I suppose that's usually the test of any sort of, like, visual device, was how well it handles blacks. And my capture card does not handle blacks well. I don't know if it's... Hopefully it's not coming across on the stream. But there is a bit of weird... Not artifacting, but green lining occurring. Sorry, did that bat just spit a fireball at me? Jesus Christ. What kind of bats they got in China? Oh, really? God damn. Untransformed, the new weapon is doing 32 damage on a nice. That's nice. Oh, these are those bats that the Americans trained? The ones that they put bombs on? Wait, did they ever actually finish that project? I don't think they did. I think that was just a, an experiment. Well, not an experiment, but like a madman's project. My god. That's some serious damages. Ah, nice. Of course, the fire bats give us fire soul. How to press buttons. Not that way. Type 94 pistol. Alrighty. Isn't that a fucking Chinese Mauser? Can I, like, browse all of my equipment somehow? Oh, I don't think we can until we get the person that's meant to wield that. That's a lot of damage. Jesus. I don't think Alice is going to be able to kill a frog by herself. Alas. Frog God. Okay, that's why it did so much damage. I assume they're going to give us all water? Oh, water and light, okay. Probably water from the normal frogs and light from the frog god. Right, what I'm gonna do here is... First up, throw out some healing. I'll quickly check something. I have a suspicious feeling that if I go up that ladder, we miss out on some stuff. Oh, no we do not. It's sealed. Go find a big nasty and kill it. That's a dead frog.
Oh, miss. Jesus.
The miss probably caused me to miss the kill there as well. That's unfortunate. I have played this game several times before half, so the timing is sort of not something I've got memorized. Got it memorized. But the timing mechanics for this game is something I've been exposed to previously, so I have a feel for it. He's a poopy. God damn it, Yuri. Terrorist boy. This coming from the bomb chick. Yeah, exactly. Fucking oath. Oh, the terrorist? We're just murderers. What's wrong with Alice's model? have Margaret. I don't personally see any problem with Alice's model, but then, like, I grew up with this game, so maybe I'm biased. Now we get to see some of Margaret's weirdness. I believe I alluded to this earlier.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
So she mobile phones someone in the 1920s times, for starters, and does the old, yeah, I could use some help here, and then switches to a Japanese voice actor for her attack, and does the sore instead of... It's weird why they have dubbed some lines and not others. It's very odd. Okay, so she's got a mini Mauser as a default weapon, and then we got the Type 94, which we picked up. Oh, also causes confusion. Nice. Type 94 is not what I thought it was, but that's fine, because it's an upgrade, and upgrades are always good. Yep, phone to airdrop a grenade into a sewer. Don't worry about it, guy. Perfectly normal. That cutting-edge 1913 mobile phone technology, combined with drone grenade strikes. Nothing to worry about here. Oh man, I'll scan the next thing we fight. You'll get to see some fun. Alright, we need a MacGuffin. Or just the Guardian. Okay, fair enough. That's lies. Brute strength is always the answer. Does she have a door? I believe the kaboom... Yeah, okay, it's on the other side, but the kaboom did shake some stuff loose. Oh, terrible. Oh, we don't have the glasses yet. Alright, well, I'll show the glasses off when we have them. Also, Margaret's circle is really awkward. See, brute force was the solution. We knocked a hole in the wall. Ah, I'm onto you, game. I was like, hang on a minute. I smell suspect hidden items. This is one of those games where I'm on the right sort of wavelength for it. Oh, just the very poofy skirt. Fair enough. Oh, terrible. Oh, double terrible. It's all falling apart. Alrighty, we probably need to go flush out some malice. No worries, Huff. I probably won't be going for too much longer tonight because I got work in the morning. So I don't think you'll miss too much. I just dodged a fireball. Nice. They're a leaf, not very exciting. Hey, it's a kappa. Multiple kappas.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Oh, they are actually just straight up kappas. Okay. Actually, thinking about it, I probably don't need to melee these guys. I could just hit them with another hand grenade and melee the main guy. Eh. They do still have a fair chunk of health left.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Oh, god damn it, he's gonna heal? You suck. Oh man, he was like so close to dead. Jeez. Just to be safe. I don't want Margaret getting blown up. Oh good, I was gonna say, we're getting sort of low on SP for Alice. Gave us 2 tents. Can we actually make use of it, or is it going to force us straight up the ladder? Probably don't even need to use the tent. Just heal up a bit. Yeah, I still got plenty of juice left. We good? God damn it, dog. You fucked us over. Now we are gonna be murderers. This time we will have legitimately killed Japanese troopers. How many bombs are gonna go off in our faces today? Demon dog. Like I said, demon dog. Does Margaret have Aqua Blade? Ouch! That hurt. She does have Aqua Blade.
Yeah, I could use some help here. Hoi.
I think Aqua Edge will give us an advantage because it's a flame popper. Ugh, terrible. Alright, now we definitely need to heal Margaret. Probably didn't need to go for the perfect once again. I need to stop overachieving, I suppose. I was about to say, think about it, we haven't really had much in the way of fire element thus far. Don't have much fire souls yet. Grade A terrorist there, Margaret. blowing people up, stealing aeroplanes. Oh, this can only end well. Where are we? I think this might actually serve as a decent stopping point for the night. It's not been a long stream, but this is a good sort of break point. We've just finished that story section. We're about ready to start the next story section. So we can pick up from here tomorrow night after I get home from work. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.